My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. We're going to be going in with the hexaghost in Ascension 6. Having a quick bit of a look at our starting options here. Well, I mean, that's a rare relic, isn't it? Almost all of the time. We'll have a look at the path though. It's entirely possible that I end up going for the rare card and then trying to upgrade that super early on if I had a very, very specific kind of path. It doesn't look like I do though. I've got three elites, start upgrade, midline upgrade. Wow. All of these paths are actually kind of garbage. Yikes. All right, going for the random rare relic. Don't let me down. That's a pretty big letdown right now. None of the enemies on this floor are going... Well, it's not none of the enemies, but none of the elites on this floor are going to make us frail. None of the enemies actually on this floor are going to make us frail. There's spike slimes, but... So, some things could make us frail here. However, it will not be the elites, and the elites are going to be the largest challenge that we face. Hit the float upgrade immediately. It's almost always correct, I feel. As the first upgrade, at least. Okay, we'll start with the float. Okay, well, based on that response, we are going to... Wait, we've got 2 strikes left in the deck. We're actually going to advance here. I'm going to sear, defend, and then strike. Because then next turn I get to this Searing Ghost Flame, and I have the ability to activate it based off of these 2 strikes that I had. Don't really want to start running through defense here. And then we have the ability to float to push past, and then go for 2 strikes again. Which gets me to the ability to use the Inferno Ghost Flame next turn. We were always going to take a fair bit of damage in this fight. I think this is the most realistically low amount that I could have taken. Ghost Flame Wall sends Soulburn back to the attacker. Go slash and Stoke the Fire. I don't really use Stoke the Fire at all. Because it feels like by the time that I would want to use Stoke the Fire, I've probably used a lot of the cards in my hand. Sure, Ghost Flame Wall. Let's try it out. Okay. This one's probably advanced and then double defend. Then Ghost Flame Wall single defend. Come on, no one attacks this turn. Wow. Extremely rude of them to all attack this turn. Oh, I had the extra vigor. I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Thank you, Akabeko. It's wild that that's still called vigor when it's given to you by Akabeko and Wrath of Flame as well. Despite the fact that they removed all other references to the vigor mechanic from the game. Vigor was initially a huge archetype in the Watcher. Was eventually kind of de-emphasized over the course of development. I don't know about any of these for us. Haunting Echo, I don't always feel, or rather, I typically feel pretty good having a Haunting Echo in the deck, so I'll take that. Happily take 3 upgrades there as well. Question mark before an elite or an elite before question mark. Question mark before an elite because it's more nice. It's quite likely to be a remove. And should it be a remove, it is my ticket to... Oh, Ghost Flame Wall, perfect. Then we even get to float by advancing. Maybe that could not have worked better. Yeah, but my ticket to removing the regret from the deck before I have the elite. Strike, float to retract. Playing a... Do defense? No, because Soulburn in next turn doesn't matter, so we just attack. Then Sear to activate. Haunting Echo to repeat it. Strike. We get 99 HP off of the enemy without taking any damage. Well, any damage to the enemy ourselves. We took damage to regret. That's Devil's Dance. It's very early on. I can still take that. Fine. Fine. Well, now I need to find some retraction cards. Here's hoping we manage. Could try and leave Devil's Dance in the deck for the Bolster and Ghost Lane, but I think that's a bad idea. I mean, I don't need to play Devil's Dance this turn anyway, though, right? Yeah, actually, it's a bad thing to play this turn. Double Strike the Frontliner. I'm going to float past. Use that to advance. I really would have loved Ghost Flame next turn. Shame. Still the best turn I could have had. Yikes. Oh, that did hit the Frontliner. That's actually exactly what I needed. Double Strike finishes him off. Having only one target down on the board makes this a lot easier for us. Yikes again. Okay, I'm gonna float to Retract, then double defend activating that, and use a Haunting Echo to double activate it. Yeah, the way I was gonna regret... Actually, I still may end up regretting this. Yeah, because I'm not gonna advance past this Ghost Flame this turn. Dang. Come on. Attack, but not the Devil's Dance. Well, we got the attack and the Devil's Dance. Okay. Come on, Devil's Dance is the 5th card in the sand. That was an extremely unlikely call to make, but would have loved it. Did it come to fruition? Or had it come to fruition, rather. As many cards out of hand as possible for the sake of the regrets. Nice. It did turn up on the right turn eventually. Guess I'm just going to strike and then advance to the next. Putting a strike in the next cycle. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm going to hit regret constantly. I really need it out of the deck. Question card. Hex level? Is that even synergistic with Devil's Dance? Going to be retracting a lot. It's fine. I'm going to be activating the same things consistently then. Shield of the Night. For the extra defense, it's fine. Ink bottle, happily take that. I am worried about going for the Emerald Elite right now, but I'm also worried about not going for the Emerald Elite right now. I'm just worried in general. That's kinda me. That's just kinda how I do, though. It would be more worrying were I not worried, let's say that, right? That's when you really know something's going wrong. All right. Should I advance? Yes. Pop those two out, giving you the best chance to try and kill this turn before the enemy attacks. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that. Ow. I just didn't want to hit the regret. Rewind. It's exactly the thing that we wanted in this the entire time. Needs to be able to draw an extra card as well. And we have the ability to set it up before the Lug Ballin comes out. Okay, this is all good so far. Can't attack without waking up the Lug Ballin. Okay. Let's advance, then Shield of Night, throw out a defend, then another defend. Just trying to cycle around as much as I can. Devil's Dance next turn is actually a good block. I'm gonna strike and Haunting Echo, waking the enemy up. Not using Rewinds here, though. Hold. I should have played a defend, actually, for the sake of the Imp Bowler. That's my bad. Then I actually want all of these out of the cycle for the next cycle, so I'm going to play the Devil's Dance by itself. It immediately draws us a card for being a Retract card. Pop a defend out in 2 strikes so that I can try and advance. Perfect. Now, I can't activate the current Ghost Flame that we're on, so I'm going to Retract us. You Shield of the Night. If this draws a... Okay, it did draw a strike. I will do nothing. Use Strike and Haunting. Getting us basically as far as we need to go. And then we should kill the Lagavulin before they get back in attack phase. Rewind. It's fine. Then Strike, Haunting Echo. Going to also rewind again. Or retract, rather. Going for a defend, and another strike. Perfect. I mean, I don't need to not advance at all. Step through is actually good here, isn't it? I am worried about my HP. I'm very, very, very worried about my HP. Do not worry. I am. I'm gonna let Float burn. I don't want to draw 2 cards and see that, oh no, both of these cards I wanted next turn or some such. Defend and then rewind should, yes, it activates that Ghost Flame and moves us backwards. Then I can double attack and get some more Soul Flame out there, get the kill next turn. Unfortunately, I have the Regret in this hand as well. So, actually, never mind. I get to kill the enemy. Phew. I was worried about that. Oh my god, that's another rewind. This is Retract and lose HP for Intangible as well. Actually, do I even want a Corporeal here? Yes, always. Quite sure. Three HP for 1 intangible each fight. That is actually a little harder to take than I'm giving it credit for. Also, it's not like Rewind is anything short of a premium option here. Okay, if I Haunting Echo into Step Through, I can actually move to the next, allowing me then to defend and move backwards, activating the next Ghost Flame again. Then I don't really want to float forward and Sear, but it looks like the play. Okay. Look to advance. Throw out the Sear. Maybe I should... I probably should have just defended the extra 2 HP with the Shield of the Night there. Yeah, that would have been right. Oh well. Another retraction, and then another double strike for the kill. This retract deck is very, very strong. I just need to not die. Maybe I need Nightmare Geist for that, for the sake of just some... No. I have enough defense in this deck. I just need to hit them on the right turns. Pass all that. Going to the shop looking for health, primarily. That Regret's quite annoying. I'm gonna advance. Sear. And Step Through. Take 2 damage to this. We leave the 1 draw for the next turn, just in case we desperately need extra defense. May end up being the case. It's fine. We got Devil's Dance into Ghost Flame Wall. Ghost Flame Wall is in fact exactly what we wanted to draw there. Use the Rewind going backwards, Strike, and then Haunting Echo to double up on that effect too. And we get a bunch of Soul Burn out of this attack. And defend before I rewind. A lot of card draw. It's 9 damage, but it does replace itself in hand, unfortunately. Lee's Waffle. I need Lee's Waffle, and I need it to be cheap here, actually, to have a really good turn. Okay. Tracked again. Interesting. Haunting Echo, step through. Throw a defend and then wait. Watch the enemy run away. I mean, I'd set up for a regen potion. Do I? Once in hand. That Awaken doesn't look awful either. Just like the ability to save myself from death. I really need to remove the the thing though. If I don't remove the regret, I already died like a while ago. It does feel like I did already die a while ago though, regardless. Oh. Okay. I'm going to float forwards into a Shield of Night. Use a rewind immediately thereafter. Ooh. Do I change my plan now? No, I don't change my plan. 1, 2, we kill the front liner. Step through to advance, then we kill you next turn. Did I just prevent myself from killing that turn before, like just a second ago? Like now I'm gonna kill because I retracted back to the the final Ghost Flame, but whoops. Happy to take a Hexaghost here as a defensive option to try and keep me in the game. Speaking of try and keep me in the game, here, game. Incorporeal kills me in order to keep me in the game, so I don't know. I'm not so certain that one's gonna help us out. I'm gonna float past. Fine, we'll advance. Use a Hexaghost and then a rewind. Strike Haunting Echo. Pop a single, actually double defend. Yeah. Then I can split the enemy this turn. Start with Devil's Dance, getting us back to the first. Actually may not attack again yet. I'm gonna get a giant amount of block. The enemy's not gonna make me frail. Nice. I prefer this. Strike, step through. The enemy is now gonna actually take their Soul Flame as well. They're not just gonna lose it before the end of the turn. Sear and then rewind to get back to the first, getting extra cards as well. Use a float to retract. Fine. Spectral Spark. I say Soulburn. If the active is ignited, extinguish it and return this card to your hand. It seems like that plus the retract build, like there's something here. It's maybe not entirely an infinite, but it's not far off. That said, whether or not we'll be allowed to get there by the enemy is a completely different matter, right? Incoming damage is 14. There is no extra relic that I have to worry about. Let's Sear, defend, Haunting Echo, right? Because the defend is what we'd be short on defense there, wouldn't we? So we can defend, Haunting Echo. Right, we end up with 18 block. Incoming is 14. These two together only block me for 13. Can I take a 13 block in order to get some more damage out early? I think I can, actually. Because when I die in this fight, I die by 10 HP. I don't die by 1. Let's defend. Sear. Oh, never mind. We actually don't take any damage. I forgot about the Spirit Brand. Oops. Muddle the 2 highest cost cards in the hand. Possibly hit that Ghost Flame wall. Make it 0 cost. Play it out this turn. Get a bunch of Soul Burn on the enemy. No. I'll do it on the turn that I need it. This deck is likely to break my brain because there's a lot going on. Okay. So if I strike step through, I actually set myself up for the Devil's Dance in the deck. Okay, strike. Step through. Use a float. I'll advance with this, then use the rewind to get back to playing Devil's Dance. Okay. I mean, Spectral Spark is just Soulburn this turn for us. No good reason that I can think of to turn that down. Okay, here's not an aggressive turn. Love not seeing an aggressive turn. We'll start out with a step through. On a quick rewind for funsies. I guess I'm gonna have to float for nothing right now. We did get an attack, so this is fine. We will do nothing. I'll set out a strike, Haunting Echo, Seer plus a single defend. Our next hand is guaranteed to have the Ghost Flame wall in it, so I feel pretty okay, but also not. I forgot how many turns this enemy just doesn't attack for. The unfortunate thing is I need that Ghost Flame in the next cycle. Why did it have to go cost up? Okay, we need to kill in the next turn then. That's our other out. I can get the activation if I rewind first. Fine, I'll rewind first. Strike, strike, and I float to rewind again. I keep saying rewind, it is retract. Defend, another retract. Perfect, and then a double strike here activates that one as well. Rest of the deck does have some defense in it, but I am scared. Incoming damage this turn is 28. We have already 18 blocking hands. Let's pop those. 24, and then a single defend. Enemy did get a lot of block off of me, and that is a windmill strike coming in for 1 billion damage right now. Yeah, I'm dead. So rude. 1, 2. Spectral Spark. Use that again, drawing another card. Oh gosh, really? I would have liked that beforehand. We were 1 turn from that being the perfect build. 1 turn. Now, unfortunately, that first attempt took 23 minutes, which means if I went for another full run, not specifically full run as in like 2 meow, if I like slowed down again, I could end up with like a 2.5 hour episode here. So instead, this one is very much going to be try and find something nutty and then lean in as hard as possible. Now, the previous build kind of was that, but I also made concessions. There will not be many concessions made here. This is very much going to be a all or nothing, risk it all, put it all on black kind of play. So what is the put it all on black right here? Put it all on black right here is go for that elite for free and then try and just chain elites. The put it on black play here is also get the ruby key, so I get damage early. So it's easier to be aggressive. Might be statue, fire starter, fast forward, and haunting echo. I'll take a haunting echo just as like a broad value. Lose the white beast statue in order to gain 3 potions. No other relics to give. Well, bye, Ranwood. I'm fine without doing that. You could have asked for the Heart's Malice. I would have given you that. I would have done this fight naturally myself. I've never taken speedrunning before. First time for everything. Haunting Echo doubles its effect there. We use a speed running and a seer. We even float past. That should have been the seer after the float past. That's my bad. Oops. That's my bad. Oops. Actually, like, it's pretty significant now as well, because it does mean that I'm one strike short of where I usually would have been. Strike into Haunting Echo and then a defend. I mean, like, I can float past this, but I only really do it for the advanced defense. And also for the promise of, nice, floating past this and then getting the ability to strike Haunting. One, two, three. Okay, that was a really good fight. Could have been so much worse. Pantograph at the start of boss combat's heal for 25 HP. Skip a beat. Advance, force ignite the next Ghost Flame. We're a speedrunner. Let's do it. Do I break a ruby here? I think I do. It's like these aren't providing me damage. They're providing my defense, so I still need to find my own damage provisions. And if you enter a shop, heal. Like, shops are so important for this game. This mode, specifically. I'm gonna take meal ticket, sure. Hey, nice. Immediate activation definitely makes me feel good about having taken that. Speedrunning Seer skip a beat. Perfect. Strike into a float past. Unfortunately, we can't use the new one that we've landed on. I guess, well, no, if I skip a beat here, I'm going straight to the Inferno Ghost Flame. Sure, let's do that then. And then we can double strike afterwards, immediately getting the... Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah, because we activated this one, but we stayed here. But hang on, this says... When ignited, which we did, if this is active advance. Hey. Oh, right, so it's only if the... I swear I learn this every time I play the Hexaghost. It's only if the Inferno Ghost Flame is active when it is ignited that you advance past it. That's going to matter because of the whole, like, advanced theming of the run that we're currently running. Last time Ethereal card is exhausted each combat. Add a copy to hand, cost 0. That step through is really sad to miss out on. I don't think I ever turned down a Hexagod at this rate, though. I've really been liking the amount of work that speedrunning's been doing here. Actually going to dupe this strike. So that gets our activation there. Then we have the ability to float past, use a defend, and another defend, getting the second activation, making it really easy for us to get our next turn as effectively as possible. In fact, we probably should have thrown out the fire potion already. Yeah, I think we should have. Okay, speedrunning, strike on the front line. I'm gonna save my potion. Happy to skip a beat here. Doesn't have to be the kill on everyone for me to pretty deeply appreciate it. Hang on, we're up on this one. No, we're down on this one still. Take 1 damage. Yeah. Oh, we don't even take the damage. Right, we advance at the end of the turn again. I mean, if we advance at the end of every single turn, that means speedrunning, like... Okay, hang on, no. If you have speedrunning in your deck, and your deck is capable of advancing at the end of every single turn because you have built your deck to manage your Ghost Flames effectively, then it's like metallicize at worst with upside. And I have stressed so many times over the course of this series, do not compare cards to cards from other characters. Other characters have different weaknesses and strengths. When I say metallicize here, what I'm really saying is block at the end of the turn repeatedly, right? I had the similar situation previously where I was talking about Ghost Flame. I was talking about Heavy Blade. And in particular, I was comparing Heavy Blade to the Walker Claw from Guardian. Walker Claw being deal extra damage equal to 2 times your strength, but it's a single large hit that costs 2 energy. And the reason I was making that comparison and using using Heavy Blade as my shortcut for talking about it is I was trying to talk about the value of a large card that is enhanced with strength versus other cards that have multiple strikes, and that character still has a lot of cards that have multiple strikes, the Guardian in particular. So I need to work away from that terminology, and I apologize if it becomes confusing at any point. Let's take the thread and needle here, a little bit more block at the end of... Oh, wow. Okay. We're going all in on the speedrunning. I mean, did I not say at the start of this run that we were going to be speedrunning? So I'm just fulfilling my promise as far as I'm concerned. Don't want to float. I will defend, float, strike, Haunting Echo though. And then I've got a speedrunning next turn to get past that Bolstering Ghost. Oh my god. Use a skip a beat as well? Okay. This is really, oh my god, there's a fast... Oh my god, we even got to lose the strike. Come on. That's fine. Fights don't go that long for me right now, though. I'm not gonna steal the cards. One of those, like, it's just gonna dilute the deck in a way I don't need. Time of Need actually is easy to take here. Incorporeal is easier to take with the fact that we have the meal ticket, the pantograph, and the White Beast statue, so we have a lot of anti-attrition. Yeah, I'd take that if I was paired with it. Purity, I probably wouldn't take, so I'll pair that with something already. Would not take Clumsy, obviously. Incorporeal, do I want it, though? Or do I just want to put more advancing cards in the deck? I have enough defense in this deck that maybe Incorporeal is just an extra card that I don't need. Fine. Time of Need I really would have wanted to pair, though. Not a great turn. Not the best turn we've ever had, I'll say that much certainly. Speedrunning into a strike. I'll happily fast forward. Nice. Speedrunning Seer Float, and that should actually provide us enough defense. There we go. Oh, these speedrunnings. They're so good. Power Potion. Oh my god, that's another fast forward. I don't turn down fast forwards at this point. Let's cut the strength for a Power Potion. Oh my god. They're both ethereal though. Fine. I'm not playing both of them this turn. I can't let the ethereal ones burn out. I do need to upgrade them so that I don't have to play them, but kind of fine where I am at the moment as well. So if I skip a beat, I'm landing on the Bolstering Ghost Flame. However, oh no, but I can't float backwards yet. I need to upgrade float as well. How much upgrade debt do we actually have? 4. Float, speedrunning, fast forward. But it's float first, then it's speedrunning, and then it's fast forward. It might be fast forward first. Sorry, fast forward second after the float if I don't get an energy relic after this fight. Fine. I'm gonna float past. You skip a beat. Haunting Echo's not a bad play this turn. Advance. Okay. Advance one more time. Interesting. Interesting. Use a skill potion here. Didn't work perfectly, but it got us to pretty reasonable defense. And it'll set up really well for this turn. I need a step through in this deck. Single step through and an advancing guard would actually be premium. Super premium. So how does this deck deal damage in this fight now? Cycling to get to soul burns, I guess? No reason to be ashamed of that. That's a good way to deal damage. Seer, activating this, advancing. And I'm going to fast forward, getting to the next, the Crushing Ghost Flame, use a skip a beat to actually ignite the Bolstering Ghost Flame, getting myself a point of strength. Turns out the Stone Calendar is more important than I thought it had the ability to be in this run. Who'da thunked it? Okay, I'm gonna float past and then use another fast forward here just to get as close as I even can to this kill this turn. Sear into skip a beat. And just advancing guard for the kill. I don't need to worry about this one that much longer. Apocalypse, now Unleash Spirit, Searing Wound. The Inferno Ghost Flame becomes active. It's not advanced to the Inferno Ghost Flame, so I don't think I want it. I have a lot of anti-attrition in the deck. Maybe it has value for just that reason. Inferno. Honestly, if it said lose 6 HP, gain 3 energy, I'd probably want it more than it says the Inferno Ghost Flame becomes active. I don't want the Inferno Ghost Flame active. I'm going to be avoiding all... That's a Snecko. I can't take that. I think I can take the Velvet Choker. I don't think I'm putting a bunch of zero costs in this deck. If I start seeing retracts that are previously upgraded, I'm going to be so ropeable. I'll be ropeable. Let's drop the float upgrade into the deck here. Speed running, fast forward, defend, float. Seems good. Speed running, fast forward. Defend, float, advance. And strike. So that was basically one of the densest turns I am capable of having, and it was still a 5. Feel pretty good about my decisions now. Okay, that Haunting Echo obviously wants to go out. So does then skip a beat, and then we have speed running next turn for the defense. So we'll Haunting Echo, skip a beat, defend, defend. $21 incoming damage that turn. Speedrunning gets us to move forward. fast forward, skip a beat? Or skip a beat, fast forward? Let's skip a beat, fast forward. Perfect. We're in a position to be able to exploit advancing here. Nice, by using that, and then Haunting Echo. Oh, wow! So, hang on. So, if I use Haunting Echo as my activation of the Inferno Ghost Flame, it activates the Inferno Ghost Flame, and then it moves to the Searing Ghost Flame. However, this still says, if the active Ghost Flame is ignited, force ignite it, and it's reading this as ignited and then force igniting this? Or maybe I also just already had one cast on that, and this is not actually what's happening. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that. See if fast forward easily. I don't know if I need another Haunting Echo at this point. In fact, like, I think we are at the point of a lot of things I could add to this deck are deck bloat, and I do not want them. I'm also happy to remove that Flex Potion for a Blessing of the Forge. I think it'll actually be more impactful in a long-term fight for us. Wow, I could actually pop the Blessing of the Forge as well as the Power Potion right now, and I won't regret it. Let's do it. I mean, Paranormal Form, but how many Ethereal cards am I really going to be playing? Because I'm going to upgrade the Fast Forward. That's an Ethereal card. It's an Ethereal card, Ethereal card. So I have 3 Ethereal cards in the deck. This would be 7 damage for a random enemy. At the start of your turn, apply 5 Soul Burn to all enemies. This is just too easy. Okay. Volk Visage. Pop out the Speed Running. Use a Fast Forward to get to the next. Ideally, I don't want them both to attack next turn. So I have to get one target down. Pop all potions for a single elite fight. I don't even feel like it's super wrong. Advance here, and then... I mean, look, you are dead next turn, and I'm already defended against you. So let's just strike the back line up. Pop a fast forwards and a seer. Next hand does have speedrunning and skip a beat. Great. Pop speedrunning. Use a Haunting Echo here to pop that one again. Skip a beat to get our activation. And I guess Hexaghost? Sure. Unfortunately, this does mean the Gremlin Leader is going to be attacking this turn. Hopefully, I get a very, very defensive setup. Okay. There's so much I can do with this hand. Does it always start with float? It does. Okay, I'm going to retract into a fast forward. The extra defense that can provide us. Okay. Skip a beat and activate. Throw a defend out there. Naturally kill the frontliner. I think I handled that right. Yeah, that frontline gets activated from nothing. Okay, so that's something I think we can exploit in our way. We've got Stone Calendar coming up in the end of turn. 2 turns time from now. Defend fast forward for the double activation. And yeah, we got the kill at the end of this turn with the Stone Calendar already. Archibeko, your first attack each combat deals 3 additional damage. Don't like that. There's another skip a beat. I can't let those exhaust. I'm going for the 2 elites. What did I say? It's a risk run, you know? So to get to the next. Use the ability to see here as well. Ooh, love this. Flow to advance. Do I strike Haunting Echo? Sure. Strike Haunting Echo. The double activation of that. Just trying to get the Ghost Flames to suddenly pop on the enemy. Speaking of Ghost Flames popping on the enemy, let's pop that too. And then what? I skip a beat 2 times next turn. Skip that beat. Skip that beat. I'll put Defend and Strike at the very end as well. I feel like we are pretty beyond needing to worry in this fight. So I'm just going to let that one wrap itself up. Fairy in a bottle. I can't take Haunted Hand. I'm so mad. It's not upgraded. Still need it. Speed running into Strike Haunting Echo. Put a single defend out there, and then, I mean, look, that's a huge amount of defense for turn 1 against these enemies all attacking. That's not necessarily entirely atypical, but it could be a lot worse, you know? Defend and then float past to advance. Perfect. Oh, fast forward. Retract. And then double defend. We do get choked on this turn, but it doesn't prevent us from playing anything. Okay. My instinct is speedrunning, skip a beat, skip a beat. Right? There's no better play. That all had to hit the midliner, eh? I'm starting to feel pretty blessed that I've got that fairy in a potion right now. Fairy in a bottle, rather, right now. Let's fast forward into Hexa, defend. I'm actually going to energy potion to use another defend here, activating the Ghost Flame. Then strike. Ow. 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 Here's the turn that we die. Been a long time coming, this one. Strike can't even kill the backliner right now. Ugh. Skip a beat into this territory, get a seer out there, I guess. Frontline doesn't kill me, the backline doesn't kill. Okay, and then I take damage. Okay, cool. Fine. I'm just gonna guarantee that the backliner dies next turn. Ow. $29 incoming, 28 block. You die. I did not think that that was gonna... I didn't think that fight had the ability to kill us. I thought we were just gonna be able to generate enough defense off the speedrunnings. Wow. Did they have plus max HP? I actually didn't even check what their empowered buff was. They didn't have regen, they didn't have strength, so they had the empowered max HP, right? Without the empowered max HP, we would have been completely fine there. Oh. Oh. Obviously, with potions to handle that fight, we would have been fine there as well. Feels like both of these are runs that died slightly before their time because I was quite uncompromising in terms of the things I wanted to add. I felt like I was making compromises, but like I look at this deck right now and my compromise was Hexaghost. That is the one compromise pick I made in this deck. To be fair, I did say that this deck was going to be more all or nothing. However, the previous deck, I feel like I made more compromises, but maybe I look back on that deck and I also feel like I didn't make enough compromises there. A lot of the time, I feel like when I die as the Hexaghost, it's because there's an engine I have in my mind, and I think this is also something that could be extrapolated a lot to the rest of my deck building. A lot of the times when I die as characters that have some sort of an intricate thing that I am really excited in trying to overutilize, I end up building an engine in my mind, trying to make the one in the run match that engine in my mind, and then dying when it don't. That said, I will say, both of these have been attempts to run builds that I have not usually run, and as a result, yeah, they're gonna have some failures while I try and figure out what works, what doesn't, whether or not I can afford to do things like this. I'm feeling a lot like I can't afford to do things like this. It's more information tucked away for the future. It's gonna come back. This is a handy little trick that'll help us later. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Downfall. There is a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and your best belief future. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.